Welcome, welcome everybody. Welcome everybody. Happy Sunday. No, my life does not have to be. Let's see. We'll start in just a second. Okay. All right, we'll get started. Dr. Tabby Cat here, transpersonal counselor and spiritual guru. Today's reading we're going to do about situationships. And first I'll do the channeled messages that we have, and then we'll get into the reading. And then at the end, for the gifters, I'll do your messages first, and I'll do just a few of the other messages from everybody else. All right, so let's get started. So today is July 26th, 2026, so 2626. All right, we have, for the channel messages, we have Geo, Apocalypse, and New Age. Fig, the Newton Law of Force and Motion. Then we got SUI Stocks, FC Football Club Canada. Keys, angel number 818. Food, watch what you eat. PCP, primary physician. QU is a name for an ancient alien race, and it was noted in the book called All Tomorrows, written by C.M. Kozman. Then we have a war with humanity. That's what they're about. The ancient alien race Q. They have a war with humanity. And then we have UU, which is Unitarian Universalism, liberal religious movement that unites people of diverse beliefs through shared commitment to love, ethical living, and community rather than creed. Then we have WAQ, Warrior Adventure Quest, Army Program helps soldiers process stress and build teamwork using high adventure actions like rock climbing. Then we have Somebody Needs a Hug. Then we have Fried Q, which are vintage speakers. Then we have Time, What Are You Doing? Then we have CX, which is cervix, culture, and complications. Then we have Jack and Mel Hum at the PUW, Pullman Moscow Regional Airport. Then we have Baal, BAAL, demonic entity attached to someone. FZ, flame zone, setting evidence on fire. So careful of a fire. REM, sleep, or music group. KIAX, KIAX, interfere or interface for VoIP calls, VoIP calls. Kentucky, New York, and Puerto Rico. Lars, LARZ, plus Shaq, SHAK, equals William Shakespeare. BV, bacterial vaginosis, affects the brain with the SVZ, subventricular zone, brain lining, lateral ventrals. All right, and then we have a tow truck that tows a box that weighs a ton. Then we have hint, hyper personalized. Let's see. Hyper personalized astrology and horoscope app, and hint water, fruit infused. Then we have VIX, which is the Chicago Stock Exchange Validity Index. Then we have Zen, the School for Buddhism and Meditation. And then TV, mass media. Then we have someone's name is JJ, has GD, Bags, Jeb, and something with a coil. And then it says, tired of being whose others want me to be, no longer wanting to be numb, no longer staying silent to the abusers and narcissists. Raw and War, RAW/WAR, Mirror Effect, Lake Effect, Twin Flames, One Soul Split, Bleeding Back to Home, Wake Up Inside, Save Me from the Dark. It says, your voice is all I heard. I deserve what consequences I deserve. The city and amusement park, helicopter ride, beach water, wash these memories clean, start over, reconcile, judgment day, eyes reflecting the deep soul, the new divide, the truth. It says, hello, friend, we meet again. Where should we begin? It says, when you're with me, I'm free, safe, and tears in my eyes. Satellite, my sacrifice. Angels, number 1, 2, 3, 4. Fly, planes free. It says, wise man, poor man, blind man, heart worth breaking. Mean guy, bully, say sorry. Are we having fun yet? Frozen inside without your touch. Call my name, my true name, our name, given to us as one being, deity. All right, and that's all of the channel messages. So if any of those resonate, you can inbox me. Let's see. All right, so like I said, we're doing a situationship reading today. So it will be yourself and another who is in a situationship. It's a 14 card pull, and we will get both energies and then get some advice at the end. So let's get started. So we'll get your current energy first, and then we'll get what are their feelings, 3 cards. What are their intentions, 3 cards. What are their thoughts on you, 3 cards. And then what are their actions they're going to take towards you, and then the advice. All right, so what is the collective's energy at this moment with this situationship reading? What's the collective's energy at this moment? 1 card. What's the collective's energy at this moment? What's the collective's energy? Oh, that's too many. What's the collective's energy right now? What's the collective's energy right now? All right, your energy right now is the Princess of Pentacles, which is the Page of Pentacles, and you're ready to explore the unfamiliar. So that's your energy right now. So we'll get, okay. So now we're going to get what are their feelings for you. What is their situationship person's feelings for them at this moment? What is their situationship person's feelings for them at this moment? What's their situationship person's feelings for them at this moment? 3 cards. All right, 3 cards. What are their feelings for you at this moment? What are their feelings for you at this moment? Three cards. What are their feelings for you at this moment? All right. And we got 3 cards. All right, so right now they are in the Prince of Cups, the Prince of Swords, and the 9 of Cups. Okay. So basically the Page of Cups, Page of Swords, and 9 of Cups. So they see you as a free spirit, someone that follows your heart, someone that is ready to open your heart and ready for a cup of love. They're also seeing you as somebody who likes to read a lot, get educated. So they, of course, are spying on you at this moment, but they also see you as wish fulfillment. So they do see you as something in this situationship. But, you know, page cards, those are children, so they're very beginning, early stages. So depending on how long you guys have been in this relationship or situationship. Okay. And we have the moon in 2 of those. All right, now we're going to get what are their thoughts on you right now. Okay, so we got their feelings. So now we're going to get what are their thoughts on you. What is their person in the situationship's thoughts on them right now? What are their thoughts on them, on the collective right now? What are their thoughts? What are they thinking about the collective right now in the situationship? All right, so let's see. What are their thoughts on the collective right now? 3 cards. What are their thoughts on the collective right now in the situationship? All right, so their thoughts right now. Okay, so they're pretty active. We have the Wheel of Fortune on the bottom. So we have the Chariot, which, you know, the Chariot is movement forward. The Chariot doesn't go backwards, so that's forward movement. It's also fast movement. It's also leaving things behind in the past. We have the Two of Pentacles, which is balancing things and being resourceful. And then in this card, the Two of Pentacles actually is balanced out. And then we have the Four of Swords, which is right now they're in this calm and renewal, like meditative state. So they are thinking about coming forward and offering to balance things out with you after they come out of this meditative state. So that's just their thoughts, though. That's what they would like to do. So you have 2 action cards here, 2 mobile with the zebra and the bicycle. And then you have 2 butterflies here, 1 in each of those cards for transformation. And then, let's see. And then the flowers are all in bloom. That's a new beginning. All right, not bad. So let's see their intentions now. All right, so let's see what their intentions are. So that was their thoughts. Now we'll see what their actual intentions are. What is their intentions toward the collective in the situationship? What are their intentions toward the collective in the situationship? What are their intentions toward the collective in the situationship? 3 cards. What are their intentions toward the collective in the situationship? All right, their intentions are, okay. Right now, their intentions are to clear up any confusion or illusions, to come and speak their truth. And with the 8 of Wands as well, that's fast movement and speaking. So that's their intentions, is to clear up any illusions or confusion, come speak their truth. And then this is actually fast movement on doing that, fast action, fast communication. So that is what their intentions are. So their feelings is that they want to come forward and they want to balance things out after they're done out of this meditative state. And their intentions are to clear up any illusions, to speak their truth, and to do it quite quickly. Now we'll see what their actual actions are going to be towards you. What is their actual actions going to be toward the collective? What actions are they actually going to take toward the collective? What actions are they actually going to take toward the collective in the situationship? What actions are they actually going to take toward the collective in the situationship? 3 cards. What actions are they going to take for the collective in the situationship? All right, their actual actions are, right now they are trying to manifest a completion of a cycle so that they can begin a new one. But they are having uncontrollable, like, negative thoughts in their head. So they're trying to deal with that right now. So the Magician, the World, and the Eight of Swords. So that's the actual action that they want to take, which is to manifest closing cycles and then to open a new one and then to stop with the negativity. And then we have the Four of Wands on the bottom of the deck, which is stability. That is celebration. That's marriage. We got Four of Wands, Queen of Pentacles, and the King of Cups. And the Emperor. All right, and now let's get your advice. What is their advice for the situationship with their person? What advice can we give the collective for the situationship with their person? What advice can we give the collective for their situationship with their person? What advice can we give the collective for their situationship with their person? What advice can we give the collective for their situationship? All right, let's see. All right, so we have quite a bit here. We have the Princess of Wands, which is the Page of Wands, which is starting a new voyage, a new project, new activity. Justice, to restore balance, which is what they also want. That's their intentions with you, their feelings, their thoughts. And then the Two of Wands, which is executing plans to do so. The Eight of Cups, you or them or both need to either walk away from this for now or walk away from other things that are no longer serving you. Ten of Swords, definitely close out cycles that were painful. Or if this one is too painful, you need to close it out. And then once you guys actually come together and speak your truth, then you can begin again. And then you have the Queen of Swords, which the Queen of Swords, she usually comes out when you're feeling on guard and you have your boundaries up. So you definitely need to put boundaries up. You need to speak your truth because that's what she does. And she doesn't allow anyone to pass over those boundaries unless she says that you can. So that is your advice for this situationship. And then let's see. Let's get some of these. Can I get some of these for the situationship? Some of these for the situationship. All right. We have, your love is not a clearance sale. Stop discounting yourself for attention. You are a full price energy. Stop accepting kind of interested and might show up vibes. You deserve adoration, not bargain bin romance. And then it says, he doesn't need space. He needs therapy. Don't let him weaponize needing space when what he really needs is to unpack his mommy issues. You're not the unpaid therapist in the rom-com flop. And then it says, you keep giving second chances to someone who's on their 9th life. This ain't cat love. If you've forgiven them more than Google auto suggests their name, time to close the tab. Enough is enough. And then it says, they said they're just not ready. That was your cue not to wait. Don't park your heart in someone else's construction zone. If they're not ready, don't stand around and emotionally scaffolding. Move along. And then it says, you deserve flowers, not confusion. If love feels like a riddle wrapped in an enigma, wrapped in anxiety attack, it ain't love. You deserve clarity, not chaos. Get you someone who buys you bouquets, not excuses. And that is true. And that's why the advice was, if you need to walk away and close this out, then that's what you need to do. And then once you guys actually speak and you're ready, and you know they're ready to speak their truth and to tell you what it is they actually want, then you guys can think about getting back together if you're on the same page with what it is that you want. All right, let's get some shadow cards for the situationship. Shadow cards for the situationship. All right, we have sacred rest. Deep transformation requires balance. Exhaustion is not a badge of honor. And then it has the veil between worlds. Connect with ancestors and guides. Their wisdom will illuminate your healing path. And then the wounded heart. Acknowledge and tend to past emotional wounds. Healing begins with self-compassion. Yeah, you have to heal yourself and give yourself love before you can get it from anybody else. That's what I always tell my clients when they come in. That's one of the first things we work on is their past trauma, their inner child traumas. Because if you have any of that as open wounds, then you really can't offer love and have anybody else offer you love, because you really don't know what it is that you can offer until you're healed. All right, so I'll do my regular, the zodiacs, and then we'll get to the ones who gave the gifts, and then the personals. Why is this not shuffling? All right, the zodiacs. And you guys should be working on your North Node with your healing and working on your purpose. And remember, your purpose in life is anything that makes you happy. Because if it doesn't feel like work, then it makes you happy. And that's how you're going to make money in life. And it's not what somebody else tells you need to be in life. Aries, Taurus, Gemini, Cancer, Leo, Virgo, Libra, Scorpio, Sag. All right. So we're gonna do each zodiac sign and see what situationships are going on there and what the tea is. And we're starting with Aries. So I'll get a shadow card. Give me a shadow card for Aries and situationship. Shadow card for Aries and the situationship. Okay. And Taurus, Gemini, Cancer, Leo, Virgo, Libra, and Pisces. All right. I need 12. 1, 2, 3. Oh. Touch me now. All right, Taurus. Taurus. I'll get all the cards out and then I'll go over them. Taurus. 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 Gemini. And Cancer, 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 and Leo, Leo, Virgo, Libra, Libra, Scorpio, and Sag, Sag, and Capricorn. And Aquarius. All right, so Aries. What is going on with Aries? Aries situationship. What's going on with Aries and situationships? Aries situationships. Aries situationship. Aries situationship. You can send however many you want. Goes 36. We're not doing a whole reading for you for that. It's just a question. If you want a personal reading, you can DM me. What's Aries situationship? What's Aries situationship? Aries. I'm gonna switch. All right, Aries. Well, that came out quick. Okay, juggling. What else with the Aries situationship? What else with Aries situationship? 5 more. 5 more. The Aries situationship. Look at the 2 of Pentacles. Look at the 2 of Pentacles. All right, Aries. All right, here's these cards you got. We have Aries, you have a snake around you. So somebody's lying or they're just toxic to be around. And also it says key, core of the problem. So definitely whoever the snake is, they are the core of your problem. And then it says forgotten person from the past, an old friend. And then empty room, no people, the end opportunity. So there's no more opportunities left. Maybe it's the end for someone that you have forgotten and you're just now thinking of them again from your past. And then we have, they said they're just not ready. That was your cue, no time to wait. We did that one. It says move along. And then the fear of love. Past hurts can create walls. Be mindful of where you block love from entering your life. All right, so Aries, it looks like either you're the Aries or you're watching for the Aries. They are juggling multiple things at this time. They are trying to manifest where it is they want to be at right now. And that's probably money. We do have, let's see, family, surrender. Yeah, they're trying to balance out their money in order to provide for their family. And so they are definitely working hard right now to do that. And that's what they're focused on, is their home life. And so they're actually not juggling you with a person, they're juggling you with work. Whether you're the Aries or you're sitting for an Aries. So they're focused on work right now. So let's go to Taurus. You got shadow, the other side, coexist, and reverse side. So work on your shadow side. And that says change, transformation, newborn, and evolution. And then it says stop asking the cards you already know. At this point, you're just looking for a reason to ignore your gut. That's not intuition you're ignoring. It's common sense and a cute wig. So it says you already know the answers you're seeking. And then it says shadow integration. Healing comes when you stop fighting your darkness and instead learn from it. So definitely don't fight your transformation. Just get through it. All right, tell me what's going on with Taurus and their situationship at this time. Taurus and their situationship at this time. All right, Taurus and their situationship at this time. Taurus, what's going on with Taurus and their situationship? All right, Taurus situationship. Clarify the Six of Cups. 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 All right, Taurus. You right now are nostalgic about somebody that you walked away from, and it was somebody that was familiar to you, somebody you grew up with, somebody that is a soulmate, and now you are thinking back about that situation. So you are in your emotions right now. You could be a King of Pentacles. And it looks like back then you were afraid to take this leap of faith because you had other options on the table. Even though this was your match, or is your match, it's a queen. She's coming up as the Queen of Pentacles, so she would have been your match. But you worked hard on not putting effort into the relationship, and this turned her into a Queen of Swords, which now you're scared to speak to, and now you're in regret for not offering her a cup of love. And now she's got boundaries up. Yeah. Yeah, and you guys are coming out as the Emperor and Empress too. All right. So that's what's going on with you, Taurus. So, I would say, if anything, if that person is not in a relationship, I would say to try and somehow see if you can have a conversation with that person, because I mean they are coming up as your soulmate and your match. So who knows, they may be thinking of you at this time as well, so it never hurts to try. All right, Gemini. All right, Gemini, you have miracle. Dreams come true. Get what you want. And then you have love shouldn't feel like you're competing in the Hunger Games. If you're constantly trying to win their attention, approval, or affection, may the odds be ever in your favor, because that ain't love, that's survival mode. And then it says fear of failure. Mistakes are not the enemy. They are stepping stones toward mastery and understanding. All right, so let's see what's going on with Gemini. What's going on with Gemini and their situationship? What's going on with Gemini and their situationship? Gemini situationship. All right, Geminis. Okay, let's see. Oh. All right, Gemini, it's either you or the person are in hermit mode. isolation, and you're trying to find courage after being wounded to have make a quick decision to have communication toward a Queen of Wands, to bring some kind of fairness or clarity to the situation. So who's ever in the hermit mode is feeling wounded and wants some type of clarity and fairness and truth to come out. What's this justice? Go for the justice card. Gemini, what's this justice with the Gemini? Justice with the Gemini. Yeah, from something that happened in the past. Yeah, definitely the truth needs to come out. It looks like a cycle was closed. Looks like somebody could have gotten pregnant by somebody, or somebody got somebody pregnant, a third party that was at a distance. So yeah, Gemini, somebody needs to speak their truth on whose ever end it is. Alright. Now, Cancer. Alright, Cancer, you got Crown, Owner, Master, Top Level. And you got, he's not a mystery, he's just an avoidant and has poor texting hygiene. If his only form of communication is carrier pigeon and 2 a.m. you up text, set him free, he belongs to the streets, and maybe a phone plan with unlimited excuses. And then you got the mirror effect. What frustrates you and others is a reflection of something unhealed within you. And that is true. Alright, so let's find out what's going on with Cancer. Cancer situationship. Cancer situationship. What's going on with Cancer situationship? Cancer situationship. All right, Cancer. All right. Well, Cancer, you have some passionate energy that you have toward the lovers or someone you want to be in the lovers with and offer this cup of love with. And you're wanting to ask them out. So you're feeling inspired, wanting to take action to offer someone this cup of love. Well, if they're up for it, go for it. Just make sure you're not juggling anything and that there's no betrayals going on and nobody's left out in the cold, or that you're holding back from anyone or holding back the truth from anyone. All right. So let's see. All right, now we have Leo. Leo, you got the apple for wisdom, death, sexuality, and joy. And then you got, they don't want a partner, they want a mom with benefits. If you're packing lunches, doing laundry, and soothing egos, congratulations, you're his unpaid life coach. Let him adult on his own dime, sis. And then we got sacred rest, deep transformation, requires balance, exhaustion, and is not a badge of honor. We got that one. All right, so Leo. What is going on with Leo and their situationship? Leo situationship. Leo situationship. Leo situationship. Leo situationship. No, I didn't do Sag yet. Leo situationship. All right, Leo. You are all up in your head because you are wanting to start something new and be free from some type of cycle that you're trying to close out. Yeah, so you basically just need to speak your truth. This is in regards to a third party. A King and Queen of Wands. Yeah. Somebody took fast action. Somebody was married. Yeah, you definitely need to close out that situation. That's karma written all over it. King and Queen of Wands and a King of Pentacles. So whoever, somebody needs to close out something. All right, we have, for Virgo, we have home, refuge, belong, and haven, so you feel safe at home. It says you're not a backup dancer in the music video of their dating life. If you're always on the side while they chase center stage with someone else, drop the choreography, you were meant to lead. And then the shadow's gift. Within darkness lies wisdom. The pain you've endured is shaping you into someone stronger. Definitely. All right, Virgo, let's see what's going on. Virgo situationship. Virgo situationship. Virgo situationship. Virgo situationship. All right, clarify strength. Clarify strength for Virgo. Clarify strength for Virgo situationship. Okay. Why? Give me more. Okay. Give me more in this situationship. More in this situationship. Okay, Virgo, it looks like you are wanting to have strength right now to offer a Queen of Wands, a job opportunity, something that you feel she would be good at, he or she. And you've already done the surrendering and gotten enlightened about this. And you feel like her intuition and her creativity would bring the workplace or whatever project you're working on something good. So that's what you are juggling right now, is to offer this Queen of Wands a work opportunity. I think you should do it if they're up for it, if they're the right person for it. All right, we're on Libra. We have divine intervention, serendipity, catalyst, and karma. So whatever's happening is part of divine intervention right now. And it says you can't heal in the same place that broke you. Going back just to talk is like trying to clean your house with a flamethrower. Respect your healing. Some doors are better left closed and padlocked. And then it has releasing judgment. Do not fear your darkness. You are not good or bad. You are human and evolving. Everybody faces judgment. So, all right, let's see what's going on with Libra. What's going on with Libra's situationship? Libra situationship. Libra situationship. Libra situationship. Gonna be now. Libra situationship right now. All right, Libra, you are meditating and contemplating on which path to take or which decision to make because you are unsure, because the last one left you wounded and weary and you placed strong boundaries up, but you have quick communication coming in and you may be traveling plane or car and moving in a new direction that will be better for you in the end. So that is what you're juggling, on which direction. All right, Scorpio. All right, Scorpio. You have pet, dog, cat, animal friends. You may have an animal that you spend a lot of time with. It also says addiction, drug, alcohol, obsession, and toxic attachments. Something you need to work on. And then it says you're not hard to love. They're just emotionally constipated. It says I'm so confused. It says you shouldn't have to beg for affection like a houseplant asking for water. Love isn't complicated. Their avoidance is. Flush them out. And then it has letting go of the old you, which is what Scorpio does. They transform. It says you are not who you were. Honor your past, but do not cling to it. So if in the past you had addictions or toxicities and somebody keeps bringing that up to you, you can remind them that is not you. You have changed, you have transformed to focus on the person you are right now. All right, Scorpio. What's Scorpio got going on with the situationships? Scorpio situationship. Scorpio situationship. All right, Scorpio. You're coming out as the Emperor, King of Cups, and the Four of Pentacles. So you are in boss mode right now, or father mode right now. You're in your protection mode, control mode, but you're also staying emotionally balanced, and you're also saving money right now. So that is what you're juggling. You are juggling your money right now. You're trying to save money for family. It looks like for a Queen of Cups situation, whether you're with this person or not, it says that's the truth. Yes, because you're trying to gain financial prosperity. Okay. Yeah, it just says you're hard at work. All right, Scorpio. You're working hard. Making the money. All right. Sagittarius. We have message. Communication records, call records, or instant messaging. So someone may be going to message you soon. It says if their love language is chaos, it's time to mute the whole conversation. Drama, silence, jealousy games. They don't need a translator. They need a therapist. You deserve peace, not plot twists. And then it says the veil between worlds. Connect with ancestors and guides. Their wisdoms will illuminate your healing path. And Sagittarius, you are very spiritual, so yes, you should connect with your ancestors when possible. If you know how to do that. You can do that through meditation. You can have an ancestor altar where you just need candles, a glass of water, your ancestors' pictures, or if you don't have their pictures, you can put their names. So, and then if you don't even know their names, you can just make it generic and just put any ancestors of my lineage for my highest good and put that in a sentence. All right, so Sagittarius, what's going on in your situationship? Sagittarius, situationship at this time. Sagittarius, situationship. Somebody's feeling left out in the cold. Let's see. Clarify the Five of Pentacles. Clarify the Five of Pentacles. Five of Pentacles for Sagittarius. Five of Pentacles for Sagittarius. Oh. Okay, let's see. So Sagittarius, also in their Emperor mode, boss mode, but also isolating. So I guess once you're finished with work, you're at home isolating by yourself. And other than that, you're just working hard, and somebody feels like they're left out in the cold from you, or flip and switch it, whichever way it goes. They feel like you're juggling them with somebody else, but really you're just juggling them with work. A Queen of Pentacles. Yeah, she's feeling burdened right now, and she feels like you're eventually going to walk away. She's also coming up as the Empress. She's unsure of this love situation, this Two of Cups. She's losing strength because she feels like you've left her out in the cold. So communication needs to happen. All right, and then we have Capricorn. We have ascending, leveling up, promotion, and progress. So Capricorn, you're ascending right now. And it says, if the group chat hates them, they might have a point. Your besties have no reason to lie. They're seeing your situationship from the outside where it's clearly a dumpster fire. Try their side eyes, or trust their side eyes. And then it says, the illusion of control. Surrendering is not weakness. Trying to control everything only breeds anxiety. Which can, Capricorn, you are known for control because you're an earth sign. So let's see what's going on. Capricorn, situationship. Capricorn, situationship. What's going on with Capricorn, situationship? Capricorn, situationship. Tell me more. Tell me more on Capricorn, situationship. All right, Capricorn, you want to rush in quickly for this relationship that feels like family, like home to you. You feel like it could be successful. You feel like you have the strength to do it, but you don't want to seem like too obsessive by rushing in the way that you want to, by how fast. And it's toward this Queen of Wands. And you feel like there'll be wish fulfillment and a passionate new beginning for these lovers to start a new cycle. Okay. And you're the King of Wands. All right, so you guys are coming up as a match. So Capricorn, take the chance. Don't have fear. The only thing they can say is no. So okay, so now we have Aquarius. All right, Aquarius, you got Rose, passionate love, thorns, and short. All right, and then it said, Spirit said, not this one, sweetie. Your guides have tried subtle. They've tried dreams. They've tried signs. Now they're yelling. This one's a spiritual detour. Get back on track. So either you, Aquarius, or someone who's watching and with an Aquarius, your spirit guides are saying, no, this is not the one. And it says unexpressed grief, suppressed sorrow, manifest in unexpected ways. Allow yourself to mourn fully. So once you mourn and you heal and get through this, then you will see why they're not the one for you. All right, so let's see, Aquarius. What's going on with Aquarius? Situationship. Aquarius, situationship. Aquarius, situationship. Aquarius, situationship. Oh, Aquarius, you have a tower moment that is secretly going to sneak up on you and hit you like crazy out of nowhere. So whatever this is, your ancestors really do not want you involved in it any longer. They are telling you, no, 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 stay away. And then we have the Seven of Swords. Somebody's being sneaky because remember, they can see things that you do not. Yeah, they have toxicities. The devil. Hi. So, and they have somebody on the side. They're saying you need to stand up for yourself, speak your truth, and then start your healing and get away from them so that they can get their judgment. As long as you're around them, they cannot get their karma or their judgment. So you need to move away from them so they can get judgment for whatever they've been doing behind the scenes on you. All right, so we're on Pisces, the last one. All right, Pisces. You got miss you, miss, wait, and eager. So somebody's missing you right now, Pisces. Or Pisces, you're missing somebody. And then it says the intimacy is lackluster. Repeat after me. I will not confuse lust with love. You can't build a relationship on spicy chemistry alone. Eventually, you'll crave actual connection and snacks. All right, the wounded heart. Acknowledge and tend to past emotional wounds. Healing begins with self-compassion, like we've said before. You have to heal yourself and love yourself first, and then others will know how to treat you and to come in and heal you. Or not heal you, but to help love you. Because if you don't know how to love yourself, then no one else can do that for you. All right, so let me see. All right, let me see what we got here. Go back up. Now I get to the questions, those with. Thank you, Lainey. All right, let's see. I'm going to try and go in order so I don't miss anybody. And your questions of those who has a gift. Okay, let's see. All right, let's see. All right, let's see. Where did you go? Okay. All right, Lena, should you walk away from Lynn? All right, should Elena walk away from Lynn? Should Elena walk away from Lynn? Elena, walk away from Lynn. Elena, walk away from Lynn. Elena. Elena, walk away from him. Alright, I'm getting all yeses with the Fool, Temperance, and the Eight of Pentacles. So take a leap of faith onto something new to find your balance and doing something else. So yeah, basically walk away from that. You're welcome. Thank you. Jade, do you think me and Calvin will get together? We both have ADHD and we are not together because of fights. Jade 18, do you think Jade and Calvin 18 will be together? Okay. Basically, it's saying, Jade, that you need to have your defenses up, or you feel like you have to have your defenses up with him. Your boundaries, definitely, because of the fights. And you're feeling wounded after the fights. There's always fast, quick communication where people are saying things without thinking. They're speaking without thinking. And you guys need to think about the long term for what's good for both of you. And it doesn't matter, you know, if you have ADHD or not. You know, many people have things that they're dealing with. That shouldn't be an excuse, especially if you control it either with medication or other ways to do that. But it says to take a possibility into something new. Amy, will Matt text you? Will Matt text Amy? 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 Clarify. Well, let's see, who was that? Amy? Let's see. Okay, Amy. It seems like, well, you got yes and no. And it seems like they may be spying on you or keeping up with what you're doing. But as far as them actually texting or sending messages, maybe, but it's saying for you, you still might have to be guarded for some reason or another, because it could bring a tower moment into your life with whatever it is that happens after that. So just be careful with whatever your situation is. Like I said, you could receive the message, but it could bring a tower moment in. So it's just saying guard your energy for the time being. You're welcome. Thank you. Casey, any predictions for you? Any predictions for Casey 25? 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 Tell me more. The Page of Swords, Page of Cups, Page of Swords, Page of Cups, Swords, Page of Cups, clarify, Page of Swords, Page of Cups. All right, so for Casey, right now they're saying that you should be in the energy of learning new knowledge and being creative. So kind of being in this learning energy, being creative and learning new things. And then also using your intuition. And then also knowing how to communicate clearly. So maybe that's something that you need to work on, is communication. Because in the future, with divine timing, you have long-term stability that you could be working on with the Ten of Pentacles. So, but that's all in divine timing after you learn some new lessons and get your creativity going. So right now you're in the learning, the beginning phases. Denisa, can you give me your even if I'm your real gypsy? Romani? We're doing one questions. Thank you. All right, Linda, will I get contacted this week about a new job in Colorado? All right, let's see. Well, I have roll the dice and 6 of cups. Let's see. Will Linda get contacted this week about a new job in Colorado? Will Linda get contacted this week about a new job in Colorado? Linda. Possibly Linda, because we have the 3 of Wands coming out, which is travel, that's expansion, that is, long distance. And then we got the Hierophant coming out, which is institutions. So it's a possibility that is a yes. And then we have happiness on the bottom with family. So It looks promising. And then we also got the Six of Cups and roll the dice. Both good. You're welcome, Linda. Hopefully it all pans out for you the way you want it. Tammy, is your partner cheating on you? Oh, they might be. Let's see. Tammy, is her partner cheating on her? Is Tammy's partner cheating on them? Is Tammy's partner cheating on them? Is Tammy's partner cheating on them? Is Tammy's partner cheating on her? Tammy's partner cheating on her. Is Tammy's partner cheating on her? Is Tammy's partner cheating on her? Okay, it looks like he is in some toxic energy right now, and he does have options. And it's saying it's a cycle you need to close out, and you definitely need to speak up and put some boundaries up with this person. And we also got Judgment, so. Brenda, will your next relationship be your last? Will Brenda's next relationship be her last? Will Brenda's next relationship be her last? Will Brenda's next relationship be her last? Brenda's next relationship be her last. Clarify, Ace of Wands. Will Brenda's next relationship be her last? Will Brenda's next relationship be her last? Clarify the Ace of Wands. Brenda's next relationship be her last. Brenda's next relationship be her last. All right, Brenda. All right, we got the Queen of Pentacles came out. We got the Tower. So, you know, some things are going to be shaken up. Then we have finances. So, money problems, work, success, or fortune. So, it can go either way, good or bad. And then as far as if your next relationship is going to be your last, we have the Ace of Wands, which, you know, that's passionate. That's fire energy. That's desire. It's new beginnings, opportunities, and growth. So it definitely has, yes, opportunity to grow and to last. But we also have the High Priestess here with trusting your intuition. The Strength card with having strength and courage, your inner strength. And then the Queen of Pentacles, which is... basically, the Queen of Pentacles is a business woman. So she basically can take care of herself, whether she's with somebody or not. So they're basically saying, especially with the finances card coming out, making sure that you are stable before getting in a relationship with someone else. Okay? Always protect yourself because you never know what can happen. That's all. And you're welcome. I appreciate it. All right. That's good, Brenda. Yeah, as long as you're stable and you're good with yourself, then you can focus on this passionate new beginning with your next person. And, you know, make sure that they're the same. So you use your intuition and ask all the right questions. And, you know, it's not like the relationship has to be based on money, but you don't want to have an imbalance when it comes to money, because that's where a lot of the arguments come from, is money. So are you going to close the deal you're busy with and get money in the coming months? Semza going to close the deal they're busy with and money in the closing months. Is Semza going to close the deal they're working on and get money in the coming months? Is Semza going to close the deal they're working on and get money in the closing months? Is Semza going to get money or close the deal they're working on and get money in the coming months? Is Semza going to close the deal they're working on and get money in the coming months? Oh. Okay, it says you got 2 yeses. It says that you are somebody who has lots of projects and knowledge going on. So, and then you also have the 4 of Wands, which means you will be stable. But then it says just let go of worrying about it and just let it happen when it happens. You don't have to keep worrying about it. Lala. Lame, does your last ex miss you? Lame, does your last ex miss you? Alright, lame, does their last ex miss them? Does Lame's last ex miss them? Does Lame's last ex miss them? Lame's last ex miss them. Yes. Lame's last ex miss them. Lame. It's coming up as your ex is very stoic. They are head over heart. They're very authoritative. But they're also in a King of Wands energy, which is very fiery. And then you also got the Clown, which is laugh at revenge. And then the 8 of Pentacles. So that's mastery at something. So whether they miss you and whether it's an honest miss, only you would be able to tell that by how they are. Because it says they're very disciplined, so they can be very stoic and hide how they're truly feeling. So, but it says that they're laughing at revenge, so. Remember, it's the retrograde, guys, so I would not take back or think about reconciling right now with anyone during retrograde, because they only come back to try and get out of their karma by apologizing and starting conversations with people. A, does M come back? 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 Does M come back for A? Does M come back to Anisha? Does M come back to Anisha? Does M come back to Anisha? All right, Anisha, I'm getting the Queen of Cups and the Lovers, which are both yeses. And they're both love cards. So she's very lovable and nurturing and intuitive. And then, of course, the Lover's card itself. So I'm not sure if you guys grew up together or not. It's coming up as a past life soulmate. Tuma song, it says, will you get money soon for your 21st birthday plans? Will Tuma song get money soon for their 21st birthday plans? Tuma song get money for their 21st birthday plans. Well, happy 21st. Will Tombstone get money for their 21st birthday? Tombstone. Okay, let's see. Well, it says yes. That was the first card that came out. The Sun, which is a happy day, your birthday. But then behind that, you got the Tower, Conflict, and the King of Swords, which you might be hearing something brutally honest. So, I guess it depends on whatever this Tower moment is that is surrounding your birthday. So, I would say don't get into any conflicts with anyone, because that could change if you're getting money or not. All right, I'll take one more question and then close it down. And I appreciate everybody that's been on here. So let's see. Serenity, will you and Justin get back together? All right, Serenity. Serenity, will Serenity and Justin get back together? Serenity and Justin get back together. Serenity and Justin get back together. And remember, during the retrograde, don't do anything during retrograde. I have the Two of Wands that came out here, which is making plans for it and a new beginning. And then we also have the Three of Wands that came out. But you guys are also coming up as the Sun and Moon. And for me, that is like a karmic relationship, because you're like the yin and yang. You're learning lessons from each other. So basically, you're supposed to come together, learn your lessons, and then go about your ways onto what you're supposed to do in life. So it's not supposed to be anything long term. You're just there to learn your lessons from each other. Kind of like a twin flame, except you're not supposed to stay in it. It's like a catalyst relationship. Well, you're supposed to, by divine timing, you are supposed to come together, but it's to learn lessons from each other. You both will teach each other lessons in life that you can't get from anybody else. It's basically like a catalyst is somebody that you meet before you meet your actual long-term person. Because if you don't get with this person first, then you'll have issues getting with your person that you're supposed to be in a long-term relationship with, because you haven't learned them yet. I don't know how soon, but it says that you guys are a karmic yin and yang relationship, so you are to learn lessons from each other. Basically, when you're in a no contact, the best thing to do is to surrender. Stop thinking about them. Focus on yourself and your healing. Do what you love to do, whether it's painting, singing, spending time with your friends. And then that will actually draw him in sooner. And then he should be doing the same. And then when you guys come together, you will learn the lessons you need to learn from each other, and then you will know when the time has come that you guys will end it. I mean, it could last 6 months, it could last a year, nobody knows. It's different from everybody. My catalyst and we lasted 2 years, and that was probably longer than we should have been together, because we tried to keep forcing something that shouldn't have been going on. And then, you realize that they were just there for lessons, to get you ready for your actual person to come in. So, all right. All right, so this session has ended. I appreciate each and every one of you that has joined, and I appreciate all the gifts. And I will see you guys again on Wednesday. I'll be on Wednesday about the same time. All right. And I hope you guys are continuing your healing process. Don't run from your transformations. Don't run from the dark night of the soul. That is something that you have to go through in order to heal. If you need to heal your chakras, do that. If you have any inner child wounds that need healing, make sure you're working on those. Each and every day, just do as much as you can. Journaling, I find that to help a lot by journaling and writing down things. And I also use the moon cycles to get rid of cycles that I want to close by writing down, like, let's say I write a letter to my ex who was the catalyst. I write down all of my feelings that I wanted to express to him that I did not, and how he made me feel. I fold that up and then I burn it at midnight with the full moon or the new moon, whichever moon we have, and then I let it go and I release it, and that releases it off of you. And so that you can start your healing on the next thing. There's other ways to do it. Don't forget to take your salt baths, your spiritual baths and showers to protect your energy, especially when you're coming on to the internet like this, where there's lots of energies all mixed into one. You want to make sure your energy is protected. All right. And so I appreciate each and every one of you. Hopefully you enjoyed the situationship reading at the beginning, and I will see you all on Wednesday, okay? Have a great night. Thank you.